Hey everybody, this is Robin, live from the Robin's Nest, and as you know, it is the 25th of October, and every 25th of the month when you see me wearing my shirt, or if you see my picture of Michael behind me, or even if you see me wearing a button of Michael, you know that it's time for another Michael's Moments. And October has been a really big month for Michael Jackson fans, so let's get started. And as always, I'm going to do my best to be brief, but we got a lot of stuff to cover. First and foremost, we have the Conrad Murray trial. Okay, please do not have me try to make heads or tails about this trial, okay? Because I can only view but so much. I can only take but so much. And instead of giving you the facts, I wanted to give you the facts about the case and reported it, but there is just so much in this trial that I just can't even give you the facts. So the only thing I'm going to do is give you my opinion, and the only thing that I can really say at this moment is that as of yesterday, the prosecution side did wrap up their case against the People versus Conrad Murray in the manslaughter death of Michael Joe Jackson, sorry, forgive me. The prosecution did a really good job of showing Dr. Murray as being very negligent and very irresponsible for giving Michael the drug, the powerful anesthetic propofol, in a home setting, which is not supposed to be. And they have portrayed him as being, let's say it, guilty. They've portrayed him as being very guilty and very greedy and very negligent, and that he was getting $150,000 a month. And oh, wait, hold on a second. Got some trial footage coming up. Promoter of ADG.
Basically, that was the call I got from Tomei, and then 20 minutes later, Michael Amir called me saying he has Mr. Jackson for me, and I picked up Michael's call.
And that's when he agreed to the additional dates?
With the conditions, the two conditions.
Okay. And those two conditions, again, you mentioned that he wanted, I think it was 16-acre estate with very pastoral streams, yes, and rivers and land.
Rolling lawns, that kind of thing.
And isn't it true the reason he wanted that, and you mentioned he didn't want to be locked up in a hotel room, but the primary reason was he wanted his kids to have the best environment to play and grow up in as normal life as possible while he was on tour?
Yes, yes. I just want to add that he was a phenomenal father. Phenomenal.
And you know,
you hear that, people? You hear that, haters? Okay. I've often had my qualms about Randy Phillips, but even Randy Phillips says Michael was a phenomenal father. So suck it, haters. Every time I see Conrad Murray's face, I just got this urge to punch it.
For the attendance of the Guinness Book of World Records to be at the final show, because no performer had ever, or probably would ever, be able to complete 50 shows in that size arena. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
Oh, God. Michael.
Now, in this early June meeting, the one that you indicated happened during the first week of June, and there were concerns about Michael Jackson's nutrition and his weight, correct? That's what was discussed?
That was what was discussed.
And you indicated in questioning to Mr. Chernoff that when these concerns were expressed to Conrad Murray, he stated that Michael Jackson is in great health.
Yes.
And you left this meeting satisfied that any concerns would be taken care of?
I didn't have any reason not to.
Okay, you know, alright, like I said, I can't make heads or tails of this trial because there has just been so much going on, and I'm sorry for the scattered type of video that I am making today, but I just wanted to give you guys just a little bit of that footage. But like I said, the prosecution has done a really good job of making Conrad Murray look very guilty and they made him look greedy, that all he really wanted was that moonwalking money, and even went so far as to telling personal information about his patient, telling his girlfriend or his baby's mama that Michael Jackson was his patient, Nicole Alvarez. And I remember when she was on the stand, the lawyer asked her, so you knew that this was Michael Jackson was his patient and that you wanted to meet? Oh, of course. You really wanted to meet him? Oh, yes, definitely. Well, why is that? Well, I mean, my God, it's Michael Jackson. I'm like, oh, man. Another user has been brought into this poor man's life. I mean, all he was ever surrounded by was like sycophants and users and kiss asses and people who just wanted his star power and his fame. And he never really got a chance to have somebody in his life, with the exception of his children, with the exception of them. But he never really had a person in his life who was really, really able to be there for him and be honest with him and say no when he really, really needed it. And that maybe if he had somebody like that in his life, maybe he would still be alive today. But the prosecution took and they used testimony from security guards and the toxicologist and the medical staff of the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, and they were all saying the same thing, that Conrad Murray, he had panicked. He was trying to scoop up all the bottles and asked if anyone knew how to do CPR and like I said, I can't make heads or tails of this trial. It's just really, really, really confusing. Oh, and even worse than that was seeing the pictures. I don't even know why the judge allowed for the pictures to be exposed like that, seeing him on the gurney and seeing him on the autopsy slab. I mean, that didn't have to be. And now those images are duped forever over and over again on the internet, and it just sickens me. It just really, really sickens me. But despite all of that, like I said, they've done a really incredible job, and now we're on to the defense, and the defense is going to try and show, what they're going to try and do now is they're going to try and show that Michael caused his own demise. And I know earlier today, Cherlyn Lee, his nurse practitioner, she was on the stand today, and she had said again, just like I said in my very first Michael's moments, that she told Michael this was not safe. She told him you need to be properly monitored. She told him it's not used for sleeping. She told him that you can't do this. She warned him against this, and he still said, oh no, it's okay, I checked it out, it's alright, the doctor said it was fine. And like I said in my very first Michael's moments, which I'm going to give you the link to that one, I really am. We as people, we always are made to believe that if the doctor says it's okay, then it's alright. We should always get a second, not just a second, but a third and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth opinion if we have any type of qualms about our health care. But Michael was just like every other average person. He just, believed the doctor. A doctor said it was okay. A doctor told him what he wanted to hear. And now he's in the state that he's in. And it's so sad that he did not listen to this woman. I can't emphasize this enough. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I mean, it's just so sad that he did not listen to this nurse practitioner. A nurse practitioner is almost on the same level as having a doctor. They're just like a step below a doctor. I know. I have a nurse practitioner myself. And I do listen to her. If I have any questions regarding something that my doctor says, I will back it up by asking my nurse practitioner for her opinion. You know, so why he didn't listen to her, I don't know. I really don't know. I keep thinking of, why didn't he use this alternative to sleep? Why didn't he use that alternative to sleep? Why didn't he use something else to sleep? I mean, I could just think of all the different things that he could have done. Some are a little out there, and I'm not going to say what, but I think some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just don't understand why he didn't listen to this woman. I mean, this is an anesthetic. It doesn't even put you to sleep. It just makes you unconscious. You're not sleeping. And how this doctor could agree to do it, I don't know, with the exception of that M-O-N-E-Y, that dollar. Like I said, you know what? In my heart, I don't think the man meant to kill him. He didn't. But he was very fucking negligent. And he really should have known what he was fucking doing. A doctor's number one responsibility is to do no harm. That is the first thing that they say when they take that Hippocratic oath, that they will do no harm. And he did. And the sad thing is that Michael paid this guy to go against that oath. But regular people, and in this one respect, I'm going to consider Michael just a regular average person. Regular people don't think that way. They're just so desperate to get whatever they want, and they want to be told whatever it is that they want, that they'll take whatever they can get from someone who's willing to give them what they want. You know, and it's just so sad because it didn't have to be. Now, I got a few more things that I need to talk about. I know I said I was going to keep this brief, but with the footage that I just found, I just wanted to put that up there. So if you give me a couple seconds, I will be back with another Michael's Moments to talk about some of the other stuff that went on in the month of October. So stick around and I'll be back on this October 25th edition of Michael's Moments.